Hi, and welcome to Bum Slide Thursday. Even though Bonsu is no longer,
What do they do with those bum slides? Did they tear them down?
I think
they must
do
for
because
safety
of
reasons.
liabilities. Yeah, I do believe they.
We don't need them anymore. We've created our own. My front yard has a bum slide.
Could we be done with the snow anytime soon? Like now is good. Holy moly!
The other day I was driving up Bruce Street, and I never saw this before. So they're now using these snow blowers. It's like a big truck, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And it blows the snow
Into a dump truck.
into a mountain.
Oh.
Look at the train tracks on the north side of Bruce Street. Luann,
They're always there. That snow pile's always
That's yeah, but this
not
year
this big.
I'm looking up trying to picture. It's
Yeah.
got to be 20 something feet high.
Well, then you should be looking up like
Okay,
this.
but it's high. I never noticed it. I was like, Keith, look at that. We can get our toboggans. He said, you kill yourself.
Oh, imagine?
Yeah.
Right into the street, plucked off
Not
by
just
a
that,
car.
there's probably it's like from
yeah.
everywhere. Who knows what
Crunchy and-
chunky?
Yeah, that's not good.
No, that's a lot of snow.
It's a lot of
It's
snow.
light though.
It's light.
It's a light snow today, but the plows went by and it's heavy.
You know
It's
what? Yeah. It's going to warm up. It is. I mean, it has to.
It's not cold
July's
right now.
looking good.
It's not that cold right now, is it?
No. But the
Anyway,
snow-
it's pretty.
It is pretty. You called it. You called it way back when.
Justice
and
Smollett?
Yes.
Indicted.
Oh,
Why did you do that, you idiot?
Gosh, what were
Is
you
that too harsh to call him an idiot?
Yeah, no.
I think he's an idiot.
Like seriously, for the sake of self-promotion.
So what we're talking about, of course, is the gentleman who's an actor on the TV show Empire, who now apparently, it's looking like there was a grand jury. He's been indicted for staging an assault and filing a false police report, which is a felony, which can result in a maximum 3 years imprisonment.
Could you imagine? Just to make yourself more popular?
The grand jury heard that there were countless phone calls between him and these guys. That there's a
Really?
list of supplies that he gave them to buy for him for the attack.
And there's film of them buying this stuff.
There is film of them buying it, and the brothers have testified. But they said they have no involvement in the letter. They're still saying we had nothing to do with the letter. So whether the letter...
There are people speculating now that Smollett did it himself.
To the letter himself. Ugh, and his lawyer says...
And I saw the letter,
Oh,
and I
yes.
just have to say the replication of a gun is bad. Like, I'm just saying, if you're going to do a gun, like, do a gun.
Do a drill.
It looks like a drill, for goodness sake. Check it out, seriously.
So,
Google it.
His lawyer says they're standing by the presumption of innocence that's provided him by the rule of law.
What else is he going to say?
And they're going to mount an aggressive defense.
Yes, of course.
I don't know. Are they going to spin this that somebody else hired them and they're framing Jesse? They could try that. They could try that.
You know what? They
Anyways,
could try anything at this point.
certainly-
Apparently he's up for it.
Certainly isn't helping the cause for people who are anti-Trump.
No.
Anti-Trumpers,
not
we're taking a beating.
Yes.
Nick Sandman, the young gentleman who went face to face with the Native American gentleman.
Yeah, the young
drummer.
kid. Like 17 or something.
Yeah, his parents, and on behalf of him, how did they say that? It's by and through his parents, suing the Washington Post for $250 million. $250
Come
million.
on.
Yeah, which
If.
that amount is the same amount that this is in their suit. They're asking for $250 million because that's the same amount that Jeff Bezos paid to buy the Post in 2013.
Oh,
Personal vendetta targeting.
my goodness.
Because Trump hates Jeff Bezos because the Washington Post. They say that in the lawsuit, once again, it actually names Trump, saying that the Washington Post is anti-Trump and they have a bias against him that's provable, that it's a bully pulpit, that it's a campaign to target Nicholas Sandman. Like, they use all these terms. A modern day form of McCarthyism.
Oh my.
Yeah, they're not kidding around.
For $250 million.
Saying you don't know the irreparable harm you've done to our son.
Oh yeah. With his standing there with his smirk on his face.
So anyway, there's a lawsuit now. So it's a bad day for the anti-Trumpers.
Yes, unfortunately.
And
It's not good.
It's a good day though for people who like Marilyn Manson in Canada.
Okay.
Keith. When I met Keith, he listened to screamo music.
Screamo?
They sing screaming.
Yeah.
And it sounds like it hurts. And he liked Marilyn. He was a fan of Marilyn. I think he still is a fan of Marilyn Manson. Marilyn Manson's coming to Canada,
Woo-hoo.
Keith. You can go see him without me.
All by yourself.
It's a double bill even. There's Marilyn Manson there. Isn't he lovely?
Yes.
Oh, his mother must be so proud.
Yes.
And he's singing with Rob Zombie, the two of them. It's
Stop it, Rob Zombie.
It's the twins.
I love Zombie.
It's the Twins of Evil tour, Luann.
Twins of Evil. Awesome.
Touring 6 Canadian cities, no less. But here's what I found interesting. When I looked to see which Canadian cities Rob Zombie and Marilyn Manson are touring, it says, Vancouver, Saskatoon, that's a city, Winnipeg, another city, London, Ottawa, and Quebec. Quebec what?
Province of?
So then I looked.
So they're doing the whole province.
That was the press release. So then I actually look at the
poster.
the article, and they're performing here, and then look at the poster, and the poster says performing in Quebec, QC. Well, that's Quebec in the province of Quebec. There is no city called Quebec. Do they mean Quebec City?
I think they probably mean Quebec City.
I don't know. Do we have to drive around Quebec looking for a guy singing with blood coming out of his mouth? Is this the place?
And a dead bird in his hand. Was he the dead bird guy?
I don't know. That was Ozzy Osbourne ate the head off a bat, didn't he?
Oh, right. But there was a bird guy. There was also a bird
Somebody
guy.
ate a bird?
Yeah, the head off a bird. Right? Wasn't there?
I don't know. That's nothing that I would want to go and see anyway.
Well, why? What did that bird do to you?
So there you go.
Like, leave the birds alone. And the bats. I hate bats, but leave them alone.
Unless it's a pigeon.
Unless it's a pigeon.
Then you can eat it.
With his poop everywhere.
Stop.
Hugh Jackman, huge surprise. He was doing a morning interview show in Australia, where he's from.
Wolverine.
Yes.
Broadway
and
star,
a
too.
special representative from the Guinness World Book of Records came on the show and presented him with the award for having the longest run playing a live-action Marvel superhero, Wolverine.
What? For having.
So he's played the role the longest as a live-action Marvel superhero, but he has to share it with Patrick Stewart, because Patrick Stewart in the series is Professor X. So he's been around for the same amount of time. But Hugh Jackman's the guy. He's the man. He's Wolverine. And Patrick Stewart is just Professor X.
Hugh Jackman's working on something right now. He's in tap class for something. He's training for a live show that he's doing somewhere, and he's had to learn to tap dance, and there's big production numbers.
Patrick Stewart?
Not Patrick Stewart, did I say that?
Yes.
No, Hugh Jackman.
Oh, Hugh Jackman.
I don't believe that Patrick Stewart does sing, I think, but I don't think
Does
he
he?
did. Yeah.
He's such a handsome guy, I find.
Well, he has a shaped head.
Yes, he does. I noticed that. Ow!
I know. It's
Oh,
like
I cut my hand.
it's like Velcro back there.
Yeah.
Things get stuck to me now. Who's that? Oh my gosh, that's Patrick Stewart singing. Looks like he's singing, Luann, looks like he's singing country and western.
Country and western music.
I was thinking about country and western.
He has an album coming out of country music.
Is that for real?
Yeah.
So there you go. Okay,
Y'all.
with a British accent.
He looked like somebody who was parodying a country and western singer.
Country and western.
Country and western.
Because that's back from the days when we had Boots and Saddle Lounge.
You're old.
Boots and Saddle Lounge.
Boots and Saddle? Out at the airport.
Remember that at the Airways?
Yes, I never went there.
Country and western music.
Country and western.
Yeah.
My mother calls it that.
You old poop.
You old poop.
I was reading an article about this case. So there's this girl named Jessica Villano. She owns the Buddha Barn dispensary for weed.
Okay.
For cannabis. There's been a consultation going on with Health Canada about edibles, because we haven't figured out what we're doing with that. They don't know what they're with edibles yet here in this country.
I mean, it's a simple recipe, people. Chocolate chip cookies. Throw some of that stuff in there. It's easy. What are you consulting about?
They don't want it to be attractive to children.
Well, that's true, because gummy bears, right?
Right.
If a kid comes by his dad's stash of gummy bears, it could be harmful.
But they're also, so what this lady is saying is that she feels that they haven't been listened to big surprise, the government has a consultation and they don't listen to the people they're consulting with. She says they don't feel they've been listened to, and she's very afraid that the end result is going to be a tasteless product wrapped in wasteful packaging. It's going to shut out medical patients because of the cost, and it's going to fuel a continued black market on those products. Because, this is very interesting, Health Canada wants a single serving to contain 10 milligrams of THC. And each 10 milligram piece of whatever it is has to be individually wrapped. Now, picture the chocolate bars you get.
Yes.
The cannabis chocolate bars, each of those little squares has 10 milligrams. They break them off, and they're in one giant chocolate bar all wrapped.
Right.
In Canada, they're saying each of those 10 milligram squares
has to be.
Now, would that not be wasteful?
Wow, that would be so wasteful.
I know, so many wrappers flying around.
And I'm thinking, like at that point, what would be the difference? Are they afraid that someone who's eating the chocolate bar is going to eat the whole thing at once?
Now imagine if you're a cancer patient. Some of them are taking things, by the way, it doesn't cure cancer. It helps when you're going through cancer treatments to up your appetite and stabilize nausea, gets rid of nausea. Anyway, some of these people are taking up to 650 milligrams per dose. Wow. That'd be 65 squares. Now, I mean, who's going to eat that much chocolate bar?
Smoke a joint. You know what I'm saying?
No. Don't smoke. It's bad for your lungs.
Yes, it is.
No.
Yeah.
Maybe vape if the worst, but edibles if you don't smoke it. Oh, Luann, you've got so much to learn. Thank goodness
it's a new world.
Thank goodness I'm here to teach you. Hey, Shadows of the Mind Film Festival starts this weekend, and so Bill McPherson's here, and also Room 21, a new place you and I might want to hang out sometime.
All right, we'll see you there.
And Luann has coming up on Mornings with Luann and Tim. Stay with us. I'm having the best time looking at this great little booklet here, Bill McPherson. Ladies and gentlemen, Bill McPherson, co-director.
That's correct.
Of the Shadows of the Mind Film Festival, celebrating the 20th anniversary.
This is our 20th year.
Can't even imagine it's been around that long, Bill.
Me neither.
You've been with it for 12 years solid?
That's right.
Yeah. Were you an audience member for the first portion of it?
Yes, I started going to a film festival down in Toronto, and then I saw the one in the Sault, and the mental health component really interested me.
Because you work in mental health?
That's correct. I've worked in mental health and areas of developmental disabilities for 40 years.
Wow.
I'm a film buff, so this is a perfect marriage for me, right?
Right.
And then I found that going to a film festival, rather than if I'm watching something on TV, I'm just watching it, but in a film festival, you were engaged in it, that you're part of it, and so that rather than watching, engaging was what I found different.
Right.
Film festivals.
So now this year you have. I'm not crazy, am I? There's more films in here than I've ever seen as part of your roster.
That's right. We have 28 films this year.
28.
28, and 35% of the films are pay what you can, pay by donation. We want everybody in our community to be able to attend our festival. Is that we have panel discussions for, I believe it's 6 of the films.
Yes.
Is that we have developed a sponsorship, a relationship with community organizations and corporate businesses to come together to be able to do this for our community.
And one of the films, Glow, that's your debut, right?
That's right.
That's the grand opening film. That's happening this weekend. When?
Saturday.
Saturday.
The doors open at 6 o'clock at the Community Theater Center.
And that's attached to White Pines, for those of you who don't know.
The White Pines. It is our gala celebration. There's tickets available online or at our box office.
There you go.
We're going to be having Keith Behrman, the director, coming to Sault Ste. Marie to introduce his film, to acknowledge the people who worked on the film here in Sault Ste. Marie. And so that we're pretty excited.
Will you be doing a Q&A after, Bill?
We are going to be talking about it beforehand. It's just see how's it going. And so I think is that there's going to be an after party as well. And so there's a few tickets left for the after party, but we're encouraging people to come out. There's great shots of Sault Ste. Marie. And plus,
filmed here in the Sault, as you can see.
Filmed here in Sault Ste. Marie, and it is getting a major U.S. Wide showing starting March the 29th. So big release.
TIFF Top 10, Toronto International Film Festival.
That's right.
Really one of the top 10.
Top 10 in Canada.
Filmed in Sault
And I mean, that is, I mean, we are making some really great films. Shadows has shown in the last 7 years 14 films made locally.
And never mind that too, there's also Academy Award winners, right?
Oh yes, and I mean each one of these
coming
films
up on
Sunday. Each one of our films are Oscar worthy, and they are recognized internationally. I think is what, you know, we don't necessarily look for films that are awards. We look at films that are going to be able to address the issues that we're concerned about, but that are also very entertaining and enlightening.
Okay, so that's the other thing. Is I wonder if some people think that Shadows of the Mind is always about depression or anxiety or sexual assault or all these. I mean, you have great educational, meaningful films, but you also have the one I was just looking at that sounds like an absolute hoot is
Sink or Swim?
Sink or Swim! So it's a bunch of middle-aged men going through a middle-aged crisis, and they decide to become synchronized swimmers together.
It's a French film. Everybody who's anybody in the French cinema is going to be wearing a Speedo that night. So
whoa!
It's an amazing film. It's light. It's a lot of fun, but there's issues in it as well. And I think as people can talk about that, right?
Well, they do talk about being shamed and being picked on for what the choices they've made, right?
That's correct.
Yeah.
So it's breaking out of the stereotypes. I mean, there's a lot of those themes, dealing with family throughout the festival. Yes.
So Giant Little Ones is the premiere on this Saturday.
This Saturday.
Do you have a film every day of the week of the festival?
We're going to be
multiple films.
What we're going to be doing is we're starting on Saturday, the 23rd. Then on Monday morning or Monday afternoon is A Street Cat Named Bob. I mean, only Britain would see that as being one of the best films coming out of Britain. It is an amazing true story about how animals and people who are a little bit desperate can connect together to help one another. Excellent film. No admission fee. Pay what you can. Please come out.
1:30 in the afternoon, right in the heart of downtown Sault Ste. Marie, the Grand Theater with Wanda and Mark Mackey. Okay, then Sink or Swim that evening at Galaxy.
That's
Galaxy's partnered with you once again?
Yes, Galaxy's partnered once again. So this year we have more films at the Galaxy than we've had before. So I mean, it's for some folks they prefer to go to the Galaxy, but is at the Grand you can have refreshments if you choose, and we have later evening screenings.
And what's this one? Real Northern Flicks. It's a selection of short films?
Yes, we are in partnerships with the Sioux Digital Production Program with Candace Day. They have picked a group of short films from Northern Ontario.
From Northern Ontario.
And we're going to be showing that. That is just about sold out. And so, I mean, that's a great time.
9:30 in the morning at the Grand.
Get up.
That afternoon, Trouble in the Garden. Ooh.
Trouble in the Garden.
Hey, First Nations.
First Nations issue is about the 60s scoop. And what we're going to be looking at is that we're having a Skype with the director and the collaborator of the film right afterwards. And so Nagda Windeman has sponsored that program for that film for us. So we're pretty excited about that.
Tuesday, Ben is Back, English drama.
Ben is Back is going at Julia Roberts, right?
No kidding.
Oh yeah, she's going to be on the big screen.
I love her.
And it's selling out as well. There's still tickets available.
Nighttime at the Galaxy.
That's right.
Oh, what's this one? 1985.
1985 is by the Heart Program at the Group Health Center.
Yes.
Goes back to 1985 when we were wondering. The AIDS crisis. And it's just a different perspective on it.
Is it?
And I think is what we look at is knowing where we come from, how do we get where we're at? And just taking another look at it. So it's...
we haven't even scratched the surface. You guys, you need to... Where's the website? What's
the
the
website is shadowsfilmfest.com. You can buy tickets right on our website. You can also see the trailers. You can see the reviews of the films.
Everything is there.
Everything is there.
And I'm so sorry that we're out of time, Bill, but because there's still so much to talk about. You've been involved for 12 years. Shadows has been around for 20 years, and it looks like it's not going anywhere.
You know what? We got to thank you for the support for people in the Sault to keep us going. And like I was saying, sink or swim used to be our motto, right?
Now look at you.
And so we've grown. So thank you so much for helping us get the word out.
If there's any chance during the festival somebody wants to pop back on and talk some more about the films, but I think that the Sue gets the idea. Check it out on their website. You're not going to be disappointed. All showings from 9:30 in the morning, 1:30 in the afternoon, 7 o'clock in the evening.
9:30 at night?
9:30 at night.
Yeah.
If you love film, and if you love to be educated, and also the great experience, as you say, of the interaction of it all.
It's a communal experience,
the engagement.
Right? I believe that's what it is.
And those great roundtable discussions that are generated from it. So,
great.
Ladies and gentlemen, Shadows of the Mind Film Festival debuts this weekend at the Community Theater Center attached to White Pines. And so how many days does this run, Bill?
Yeah, it's going to run till March the 3rd, so it's going to be really 9 days, but films, 28 films.
Congratulations, and thanks for being here. We'll be back with Luann right after this on Mornings with Luann and Tim.
I have such juicy gossip for you this morning.
Ooh.
Seriously. It has to do with the Kardashians. I know how much you love them. Jordan Woods. Okay, so.
Who's Jordan Woods?
She is the best friend of Kylie Jenner.
Kylie Jenner.
From like when they were small, like toddlers. So it's been 20 years.
Okay.
Apparently, Jordan Woods messed around on Khloe Kardashian with Tristan Thompson. Now, if you recall...
Ladies and gentlemen, like grains of sand through the hourglass, so go the days of our lives.
So Tristan Thompson, if you recall, was just... You don't recall? What's the matter with you? Tristan Johnson was called out for cheating as Khloe Kardashian was going into the hospital in labor to have his baby. And then after the baby came, she took him back. Mm-hmm. And so then he ended up cheating with her little sister's best friend in the whole world. So now the best friend in the whole world has to move out of Kylie Jenner's house.
Why was she living there in the first place?
Because she was leeching.
No, she was leeching and sleeping with her best friend's husband.
She's not an opportunist.
Her best friend's husband, who had already cheated on her best friend when her best friend was going in to have a baby.
Not her best friend's husband. Her best friend's sister's husband.
Okay.
So that's like an older fella. For
do you think they just do this stuff to stay relevant and stay in the public eye?
I saw a picture, man. They were like hot and heavy in this club. Like he's a moron, for one thing. He came home apparently to celebrate Valentine's Day with Khloe and their baby, and went to a house party the night before, and that's where he apparently got stupider. And it is a word. I just made it one. Stupider.
Luann.
Yes?
The Kardashians.
Yes?
I think we have to have an intervention.
But imagine how much fun it is to see what's happening next with these people. Like, seriously.
But they're not normal.
No, they're not. Have you ever watched their show?
I would refuse.
Me neither.
What have they done in their lives other than what have they done in their lives?
Apparently, Kim Kardashian is the hardest working businesswoman that you will ever meet.
You know
allegedly.
What? I know a lot of really hard-working business people, but they don't have television shows that make me watch all the ins and outs of their...
Or sex tapes. That's how she got her start. A sex tape was released about Kim Kardashian.
Well, that's how you got your start, too, isn't it?
Yeah, it was one of those.
What is the 9mm from Espanola?
It was before the talkies.
Before the talkies. There was somebody playing the piano in the theater. In French.
Yeah. the whole thing. Yeah, and I had to live up to it. And I can't shake it. Thanks for bringing that up.
You can't shake it anymore?
No. No, Mama can't. Although, sometimes I just take a step and it shakes
Shakes
for
all by
hours.
itself.
And stays shaking for days. Yeah, you just have to do that and...
I had a friend once who had a boob job.
You had a friend?
Yeah, she had a boob job, but it wasn't the best boob job in the world. No, they went opposite directions when she walked towards you.
No.
And
I'd get my money back.
I'd always say, whatever you do, because we'd be at the nude beach in St. Martin, I'd be like, whatever you do when she comes walking towards you, don't focus on her boobs.
Right.
Why? Because they'll make you like this. Because your eyes go like...
Wow.
Yeah, and then she'd lie down on her back and they wouldn't know where to settle. They'd be like, do I want round and round and round? It was like roulette. It was like, there they go.
I thought once you got a boob job, they were like solid, like rocks.
Hers were like boobity boobity boobity.
Really?
Yeah, boobity boobity boobity. And that's the sound they made as she laid down. Ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, I won't get a boob job then. All right, I've decided.
Let's take a break and come back with some real news. Hot Mornings with Lou and Tim. Previously on the show, as some of my guests, I had a couple of ladies here from the Wear It Again Gala.
Okay.
Okay, so the concept is, do you still have your wedding gown?
Yes.
Okay, the concept is...
I was going to say which one.
Yeah.
Yes, I do still
okay,
have my
Liz
wedding
Taylor. This is a chance for you to wear it again.
Oh.
Or a bridesmaid dress, or a prom dress, or a mother of the bride dress, or a tuxedo, or...
So anything formal.
Anything that you've worn before that you spend a good chunk of change on that you don't get to wear very often.
So you can wear it again.
This is a chance for you to come out, have a 5-course dinner.
Ooh.
There's a DJ with entertainment. There's a silent auction. There's a cash bar. It's celebrating International Women's Day, and all of the proceeds go to the Sault Area Hospital Mental Health Program. What a fun night!
And you're emceeing it.
Well, that's worth the price of admission alone right there, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen?
Totally.
That's the Grand Gardens North, cocktail 6 o'clock, dinner at 7. It's on Friday, March the 8th. So, these wonderful people from the Wear It Again Gala have given us free tickets to give away to you, our viewers.
At this gala, do you wear your own?
So
it's not a fashion show. It's just a big gala.
This is a fun, and it could be from a wedding, a party dress from God knows when. You know what I'm saying? It's a fun. You can dress up, look glamorous, or you can come up with your back hanging out, your back fat hanging out of your wedding gown.
What if your back fat's hanging out?
You know what? What the heck? It's all about having a good time and wearing
what a
those
great
clothes
cause,
again.
right?
Great cause.
Awesome.
So they get. Luann, these tickets are valued at $60 each, okay? And that includes a door prize. We're giving away 4 of them. 2 sets of 2. SaultOnline.com and ONNtv and myalgoma.com. So, you go online to contests at SaultOnline.com to the contest, enter the contest, and you can win 2 tickets, $120 worth to go to this great gala and have fun, and I'll be there dressing up.
Are you dressing up?
We have some fun ideas planned for the audience.
Ooh, I would go just to see that.
So please join us for a fun evening of amazing food, a wildly entertaining MC, and an opportunity to wear it again while you dance the night away. Let's celebrate International Women's Day together.
Boast about yourself.
You know who gets to go for free? Tammy McNeil. You won this first set of 2 tickets. If you want to win 2 free tickets, go to SaultOnline.com, enter to win. There's a skill testing question. The answer's right there in the information. Our next draw date is Wednesday, March the 6th. So come on, people. Get your names in there.
Grand Gardens dinner. Oh, my word.
5
Seriously.
courses.
Their food's so awesome.
I'm looking forward to it.
Absolutely.
And that's on when? Friday, March the 8th.
So are you going to get to eat?
You know it.
Otherwise, I would not be doing the gig, right?
I love Lee and Ken's cooking.
Oh, absolutely.
Ken and Lee and Ken. I don't know who gets top billing with them, but anyway.
Ken Lee.
So here's the scoop. We were going to have an interview.
Our guest is here.
Here's the scoop. Our guest is here.
Our guest just arrived.
Hooray! From room 21,
Yay.
which is above Low and Slow. I haven't been there yet, but I read about it and I saw some pictures and I saw some talent lineup and it looks like a really cool space. So I wanted to invite them on the show so they can tell me about it.
Awesome. So he's coming up next. Please stay with us on Mornings with Luann and Tim.
Welcome back to Mornings with Luann and Tim. Live in the studio I've got, this is Blake and this is Chad. Low and Slow. No, for those of you who haven't been, I don't know, if you haven't been to Low and Slow, I don't know what's taking you so long. So honestly guys, it's one of our favorite places to go. Keith and I love going to Low and Slow. We love the food. One of the things I really like about Low and Slow is how quickly you can get served because you've been busily preparing food. It's Low and Slow is cooked over a long period of time. Mm-hmm. So really, there's a lot of dishes that are just ready to go, right? Like they are sitting there just waiting for people to order them.
It's flying out the door.
Sitting in a smoker, yeah, ready to go.
Sitting in a smoker and ready to go. Okay, so what are your top sellers at Low and Slow?
Well, probably our meat platter for sure has a little bit of everything on it.
Which includes what?
Oh, there's brisket, barbecue chicken, smoked sausage, ribs, and
pulled pork.
There's pulled pork.
Pulled pork. Macaroni and cheese. Come on.
Oh, yeah.
Cornbread.
Cornbread. Where else? Who else does cornbread in this city? I don't know anybody.
Anybody does.
I don't think anybody does either. And then the choice. You do beans. Beans. You do beans, don't you?
Homemade.
Yeah.
Oh, and then you have all those sauces, the triple X and the.
We do.
I love all that stuff, you guys. And you also have local beer on tap?
Yes.
Yeah, we support all local. We like to have
Northern and outspoken, yeah.
Yeah. You moved 2 years ago.
Yeah.
But you're coming up to an anniversary, full anniversary. You opened how long ago, guys?
5 years ago.
5 years, yeah.
5 years ago on Gore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Relocated to the old Marconi restaurant, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Corner of, what is
Carmen's
that?
Way and Albert.
Carmen's Way,
West.
Albert, right?
West.
Albert West, yeah, right, yeah. That building has some history, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah, totally.
When
Pretty
you
sure
took
it's
it over,
haunted.
did you find any archives or fun things in there? And
Blake's got a souvenir.
Yeah, there's a little hole actually going into the basement. You go down these stairs, and there's a hole in the wall, and there's a big iron cross over the hole. And everybody's kind of scared of it, all the waitresses and stuff. But it's a definitely neat building. It's got some history to it for sure.
yeah, right. Yeah. You like the new
Maybe some
location.
bodies?
Maybe, yeah. People, the other interesting thing, I think this is a really good indication of a successful entrepreneurial venture is when your client base follows you. When you can move and your audience comes with you. And that's happened, hasn't it?
It has, yeah.
Yeah. Plus you have a patio, which
Yeah.
you couldn't do at the
Yeah.
other place.
No, there wasn't really an option.
Right.
The city did as much as they could with what they had.
Right, right.
They built out and they added a section, but it still wasn't really sufficient.
You do lunches too, obviously.
Yep.
Lunches and dinners. But here's what I didn't know. The upstairs room, I remember being up there because when it was the Marconi, there was it was like a little meeting room, banquet room. I didn't picture it as being very large, but I remember being in there and I would do like a comedy routine or something up there for somebody's private party. But you guys have turned it into an actual bar up there, right?
Yeah.
When did that happen? You kind of went on the down low with this because I didn't see a big, there was no big splash about it, was there?
Well, we didn't see a huge demand for the room itself.
As a banquet, yeah.
Yeah, we weren't getting a lot of that business.
Okay.
So we figured, well, why not? We can move into the evening scene and
Utilize the space.
It's
Something with
small,
live
it's
music.
intimate.
And it's like, definitely intimate, and it's just like Room 21 kind of.
So it's called
just a
Room
chill
21. Why the name? Where does that come from?
It's kind of tongue in cheek. It was a speakeasy.
Al Capone's old speakeasy.
Was
Yeah.
it?
It was
I didn't know
yeah.
that. Al Capone's old speakeasy.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, you're in the neighborhood where they used to do a lot of.
We heard. So embrace it, right?
Exactly.
So
So what goes on up there now? So you put a bar in?
Yep.
yes. Yeah.
Are there stand-up tables, tall tables? What's the setup like in the room?
We have a little bit of a lounge area, and where you can actually sit down and launch chairs, and then we have medium-sized tables. Then we have the whole long bar.
The long bar.
And then what we do mostly live music. So we're trying to
That's what I find. An acoustic, both, whatever. Like it's a smaller room.
Yeah,
so
You don't need your full Yeah.
What kind of
5
acts have you had in there thus far that people have come to see?
Stuff like Tim Morrison, Paul Deladova's been there.
We know Paul Deladoba very well.
Jay Case and stuff like
Jay
that.
Case is one of my favorite local musicians, and Frank Teresti. Has he been there yet?
Frank has been downstairs.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah.
I don't think he's been up there yet, no.
We got to get Frank.
He was
up
at our
there.
old location.
You got to get Shannon Moan. Get her. Shannon Moan? Oh, she hangs out with those guys. I'll get her, yeah.
Get some contact
you would love
information
her.
there.
She's a singer-songwriter, local, has a couple CDs out. Really nice stuff. Yeah. She hangs out with those guys. She plays with them a lot.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shannon, get a hold of them and get yourself booked into room 21. What days do you operate room 21 upstairs?
Typically Friday and Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
That's
we do,
nice,
we
eh?
do
You can
some
just
others.
keep it sort of just a weekend thing, not worry about trying to get people in the room when there's not a busy night.
Yeah, people do rent the room for like events for like small parties up to like 50 people or
it's
whatever.
still
So they get their
available
own
for rent.
private bar and they can rent it for whatever they want. So
That's nice for like a
So it does
birthday
little bit of
party,
both.
anniversary, something like that, right?
Yeah, we get a lot of that. Yeah.
Hey, was it a large installation for you to put a bar and stuff in there? I can imagine you might have had to do some.
It's a decent amount of work, but
Plumbing and electrical was the biggest deal,
Yeah.
I think, mostly. And other than that, it was pretty much ready to go. It's a room, so it's a room with a bar.
What's coming up? Anything coming up that we can pay attention to that you might want to promote for local performers that we can see anytime soon?
if you check our Facebook, we've got our acts listed pretty much every weekend.
This weekend, it's the Bearded Lounge. We're having them, and
Nope. Yeah.
and then Catherine Tattle's coming up soon.
Catherine Tattle, I've had her on the show. She's fantastic, jazz singer.
Oh, yeah.
In a couple of weeks we'll have
It's her first time in. Yeah.
in a couple of weeks we should have Nicole, who's a friend of mine, a friend of ours.
Yeah.
And she's putting on a fishbowl festival.
Oh, I know her, Nicole Dybel.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm booking her on the show for the Fishbowl Festival too. to talk
perfect.
about that. She's
Yeah,
gonna
she'll
be
be there.
performing.
She's gonna have one of her her acts. I guess.
One of her events as part
Yeah.
of the Fishbowl Festival will be at Room 21.
Yeah.
I might want to do like a little musical theater cabaret if that would be cool with you guys.
That'd be cool.
Could I do that one night? Come and sing some
Absolutely.
little
Yeah.
keyboard, little me, little la la la.
Get in there. Yeah.
Okay.
We have all the stuff.
I have everything you need and more. As long as you feed me low and slow.
Yeah.
Is that a possibility? Could we
Yeah.
get that in the contract?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, you know what? Nice to see you again. Thanks
Absolutely.
for coming in. Really a pleasure to meet you, Blake.
You too.
Blake.
Like,
Chad. Yeah.
I got it. I know what I'm doing here. I'm in control. I'll be into the restaurant, and then I'm going to be checking out Room 21 with other folks. I hope you check it out too. It's at the corner of Carmen's Way and Albert Street. Low and slow upstairs, Room 21. Local entertainment, local brew, and local businessmen. We'll be back with more Luann and Tim right after this. And I just found out from Blake and Chad just before they left. Low and Slow is now doing Sunday brunch buffet from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Oh, yum. I know where I'm going.
Me too. Okay.
Sunday brunch.
Sunday brunch.
You buying?
Luann, I'm not buying. I never buy. Oh no, it's not. It's Bump Slide Thursday, and now we're going to. We have to
Tomorrow's
leave.
Friday.
Tell them that
Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.
it's Friday.